the Fight Light loadout. Hey everybody, I'm Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. So what is the concept and idea behind Light Fighter loadout? It's exactly this: mobility, quick reaction, short-term engagement slash duty, responsibility, those kind of actions. What am I talking about? Traditional Minuteman type stuff? I'm talking something happens, something goes down, middle of the night, whenever, have your gear pre-staged, put this on for a short-term excursion. If you need to react to something very, very locally for a very short period of time. This is not a sustainability loadout. It's a very lightweight loadout, as you can see. Very minimal, because this is for a short-term engagement. Now, some people might say, but what if it goes wrong and it turns into a long-term engagement? True, that may happen. Murphy's Law, what can go wrong will go wrong. But you can't always take everything with you just in case. Sometimes you gotta have a loadout like this that's light, quick, and keeps you mobile. Mobility is very important in a firefight. Very important in a lot of situations. Having the ability to be very mobile, very quick, very light is a very, very good thing in a lot of situations. There are some situations where you want to be all heavily geared up. Plate carrier, helmet, pack, all this stuff like that if you're doing urban or CQB or stuff like that. Or big, huge patrol pack, standalone chest rig for long range, reconnaissance, patrolling, those kind of things. But it is also advantageous to have a kit like this. So let's get into the kit. What does it consist of? It consists of course, a primary weapon system, a rifle. This kit is just an example. It works for me. Now there's naysayers out there that may say I need this or I need that. Well, I'll tell you what. For me, I don't need. I have everything I need for a short-term engagement in this kit. Because my skills are different than yours, different than his, etc. This works for me. 3 rifle mags here. Just a knife. Gerber Prodigy. Inexpensive. Does the job. Simple. In a little chest panel. This is a Condor chest panel. It's like 16 bucks, 20 bucks or something like that. And these are just Condor mag pouches. Yeah, they're the Velcro type. Some people will say, oh, but Velcro makes noise when you're changing your mags. If I'm changing my mags, there's a lot of other noise going on. Okay, so let's throw that aside. Now, other Velcro in other locations, that may be a good point. You don't want to be making noise when you don't want to be. But if I'm going for a mag, things have hit the fan, and it's okay to make a little bit of Velcro noise. And I like the reason why I have these style mag pouches instead of the HSGI Taco mag pouches that I love, because of one thing. These have the retaining strap over them. This is a high-speed, very mobile kit. So I'm gonna be running a lot with this kind of setup. I wanna make sure my mags aren't going anywhere. And it doesn't take that much longer to rip it open, change out a mag, okay? And then switching on, so my belt line changes with this setup. I have my secondary weapon system. And because I don't have any extra mags for it, I have the 19 round mag in it, 19X mag with one in the chamber, so 20. I have my IFAK attached to my belt on my pants. And then I have a dump pouch right here where I dump my spare mags. And as you can see from previous videos, I hit it up with a little spray paint to break up the outline. And then after that, I just have, you know, multi-cam top, some good Black Hawk Solag gloves, beanie hat, and a baklava. Baklava is not as good as face paint in a lot of situations, unless it's really cold out, because you're gonna get hot. But I just threw it on for demonstration purposes. So that is kind of the kit. let's get on with the pack. There's not that much in there, so I'm not going to break it out, lay it all down, and show you guys what's in there. There are 3 12-ounce water bottles in there. There is a 100-ounce hydration bladder that has the spigot right here for quick and easy use. It has a Daytrex ration bar in it, a thing of little Skippy peanut butter, some rolled up tortillas in there, a thing of Gatorade, as well as a change of socks, and these are all in waterproof bags. My lightweight shell for if it gets bad weather out. Also in the outer compartment are 2 magazines, 2 spare magazines, a headlamp, and a multi-tool. Very simple setup. I don't feel I need much more to survive in a short-term environment. Let's talk about the concept of light fighter. Why would I need to be light, maneuverable, etc.? Well, it's not just a mobility thing. It is a quick getting your gear on thing also. You don't have to put on your war belt, battle belt, you don't have to throw on your plate carrier helmet and all the stuff. You have this stuff pre-staged. It's very, very quick to grab my belt, throw this on, grab this, throw it on, grab my pack, throw it on, and grab this. Now, if it was a situation where I was responding like on my property, something going down on my property, okay, well, I don't need the pack. I just throw this on, or I might just grab this, throw a mag in my pocket. Don't need a ton, right? Ounces equal pounds, pounds equal pain. Don't take anything you don't need. And if you get out there and train, and practice, and experience, you will learn what you need and what you don't need. Every young soldier always starts off taking way too much gear. And they learn over time that they don't need a lot of that stuff. And they also learn to tailor it mission specific, climate specific, time of year specific, length of mission, all these kind of things. There's a lot of stuff that goes into planning what you need. So having a setup like this is very inexpensive. You just need a backpack, some kind of pack you have, a little lightweight day pack. Like I said, this chest rig is super cheap. I think the panel and the mag pouch, I think the whole thing cost, it was under 40 bucks. Knife, inexpensive. I'm all about saving money where you can. There are places, spend some money, but there are other places that, you know, it's just nylon. And I've never, ever had a problem with Condor gear. The only problem, actually one issue over the last 15 years of training with Condor gear is one of these little buckles. One of these buckles cracked along the top. Come on. I just ordered a replacement set from Condor. Boom. Now I got a bunch of extra spare buckles also for use in other things. It's good gear. I mean, it works. Come on. And you don't have to break the bank doing it. But another thing, the concept of light fighter is if, say, some hypothetical situation exists where the the M guys need to be called out down to like your town square or down to your county border or something like that, a nearby house or something to quell a riot, a foreign invasion, whatever it may be. Looting, if you need to assist your local sheriff's department or law enforcement in helping to keep the peace. Some agencies allow that. Some even encourage it. A lot of them don't, and a lot of them are not okay with that, but some are. So the only way to find out is to ask. I've found that sheriff's departments are much more open to that kind of thing. For example, where my house is, I had a nearby house about 200 yards from me, and their like house alarm or something was going off. It was super, super loud in the middle of the night. So what did I do? I threw my plate carrier on, grabbed my AR, and I responded. Now what did I do? I sat at the driveway, I hid in some micro terrain in a ditch, good cover, good concealment, and I was talking. I was calling out, hey, who's going on? And I called 911. Actually, I had my wife call 911 as I'm going out the door. And then I just watched. I knew that property. I knew there were only an entrance and an exit. I had them both covered, so I could see anybody running out. I was calling, I was asking questions, stuff like that. 10 minutes later, Sheriff's Department rolls up, 2 SUVs, guys jump out. I announce myself because it's the middle of the night, they can't see me, I'm camoed up. I say, I'm a neighbor, I'm responding, I am armed, I'm just watching the driveways, making sure nobody heads out. I've been watching and making sure what's going on. I'm just here to make sure that everything's okay. They were totally cool with it. They didn't even care. They didn't even ask me what I had, didn't even barely look at me. They just went right on in, and I asked them on their way in, would you like me to stay here and watch your back on your way in? They said no, that they got it, probably because they didn't want me to accidentally engage them on their way out or something like that. They didn't know my level of proficiency. But this is an example of what you may need to do as a citizen, as a sheepdog, protecting your neighbors, protecting your community, your family. Hope you guys liked the video. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.